Okay, welcome back, everybody. Remember, we discussed about the last time we stopped here, and this was the place we stopped. So we are going to be continuing from here. Once again, my name is Timson, in case you are just meeting me. And today we'll be discussing further beyond where we stopped. And remember, in the last class, uh, okay, yeah, like I said, ab initio, we stopped here. So right now, I'm going to be um, introducing some concepts to us as to our VS Code. So go to your extension icon here, this, and click on it. Please type Prettier. Prettier. So here is Prettier. Click on it. I have it installed. So what is having here is uninstalled. So I don't want to uninstall it because I have it installed and it's useful. It's very useful for me. So in your own case, because you don't have it before, you'll be seeing install here. In my own case, I'm seeing uninstall because I have it installed already. So you can install it, though it's optional. It's not mandatory that you use it, but for the beauty of it and for the fact that it does make your code look cleaner and well formatted. Prettier is a code formatter that will auto format your code, and that's what it does, nothing beyond that. So that being said, let's get back to uh, going or progressing from where we earlier stopped. So remember the title element. I told you the title element is the title page. The content of the title element is something that would not show within the body of your website. If you remember, I told you something like that. And if it skipped my mind, well, I'm telling you now that it will never show in the body of your website, but I will tell you where it will be visible for you to see. You know, it will be somewhere where most users or most clients um, don't uh, don't always have their mind towards anyways. So now, after the body element, what we have next is what? The heading tag. The heading tag is codenamed or is denoted with what? Let me excuse me. Denoted with what? H1. H1. A less than sign, H1, and of course you end the less than sign. Then you close it. I told you how to close the tag. Less than sign, then forward slash the element and what? Greater than sign. So this is an opening tag. This here is an opening tag, and this here what is a what? Is a closing tag. This one with a forward slash is what? Closing tag. Also, remember I told you that we have some self-closing tag, but we are going to be um, discussing about that as we progress, because I don't want us to stay stagnant on a particular topic. But as we progress, we're going to be having examples, and we'll be experiencing the usage, and I'll be telling you what it does, and I'll be giving an example of it as we use it in our next lesson. So after the H1 tag, um, please take note that you have to use one H1 tag per page. You cannot have more than one H1 tag per page, and it tells what your page is about. It doesn't have to be the same as your title page, you know. And I want you to have it at the back of your mind, or I want you to have it recorded that the H1 you're saying, the subscript here, the one that is the subscript here, is it shows that it is the largest heading tag. So it increases. I will give an example. I'll do that in practical so that you will know how it increases. So how the number, if the number is 2, that is, if you have H2, the content of the H2 is smaller to H1, then the content of H3 is smaller to H2, like that. As the number increases, the content, uh, the content within the heading tag becomes smaller. So we're gonna be having that. We're gonna be seeing that in practical. So let's just say, let's put let's put hello world within the H1. Hello world. You can put anything anyways, but hello world, which is just the hello world is just the conventional word when starting to learn any language. You understand? And remember, I told you HTML is not a programming language, um is a markup language. We have programming languages, we have markup languages. Apart from HTML, we have XML, extensible uh, markup language. We have MathML, mathematics markup language. We have different kind of markup language. We have different types of programming languages: Java, Python, JavaScript, etc., etc., Ruby, and that we have them like that. Then we also have query language. For example, we have MySQL, that is the SQL, the structured query language. We have the MySQL, PostgreSQL, and stuff like that. So don't find yourself in an argument of saying whether HTML is a programming language or not. It's not. It's a markup language. So that is it's just used to structure the front page of our website, and that is what it does. It gives structure to our website. Another element we're going to be talking about, or we're going to be looking into, is the paragraph element. Um, the paragraph element. Let me write out the paragraph element. The paragraph element. Of course, as you want to guess it, the paragraph P. The tag is what? P. So remember, you have to open your tag with less than and greater than sign. Then what is between the less than and greater than sign in an open tag is what? The the code for the code name for your element. Then you have to close it as well. So you have the what? Less than sign forward slash the element name, which is P, and the what? You end it with a greater than sign. So that is that. So what we have in our paragraph, that you can make your own unique and be unique to you. But I'll call mine, say, let me say, um, let me say, I'm learning HTML. I'm learning, I'm learning to code HTML, to code HTML, HTML. I'm learning to code what? HTML, of course. And okay, this is a test. You can put anything, please. It's good to be always unique, so that you won't just be following up, you won't just be watching video. And I told you in ab initio that from the very start, that you don't just watch my video and assume you've known how to program. You have to put it into practice. You have to, at your free time, you have to put it into practice. You don't get to uh, you don't get to grow muscles by just watching a weightlifter. So you just have to practice it. That is just it. That is exactly how it is. So you have to practice it. So whatsoever I do, you try to play around it, do some crazy thing. And even if you encounter error, it's part of learning, so you shouldn't feel bad that you have encountered error. Like I told you guys, I will not edit my video. So whatsoever mistake I make, I will correct it, so you will see that you see how I've corrected such mistakes. And my reasons for that is so that you will not see yourself as, or you will not be seeing me as superhuman. And whenever you encounter such mistakes, you might be, so that you won't feel bad that you are not learning anything. No. So we all make mistakes, even in programming. In fact, programmers make a lot of mistakes, and very simple thing might be the result of that mistake. It could be a comma, it could be anything. So don't get scared as to making mistakes. It's part of learning in programming. So let's make our HTML have some icon, which I have done here. Pardon me, my icon is showing DJ for Django. It's because I've used this IDE several times. I use my IDE to I built a lot of projects, and of course, by virtue of that, it has recognized Django instead of it, because I tried to use um, icon, VS Code icon. If you go to the extension icon here, and click on it, type VS Code icon, you can use it. In your case, it will not show DJ, to show the icon for HTML, and it's good. The What it does actually is to uh, it gives us a kind of visual help. It visually helps you to see what type of file you're working on without having to read everything, and that is that. So please ignore this DJ. It doesn't mean anything. It's me Django, but it's basically because I've been using a templating engine to pass my HTML, and because I've been working on Django quite recently. So I've been building several projects with Django, and the extension. I mean, the IDE has so recognized it, and by virtue of that, it's giving me the icon of Django. So please kindly ignore it. It's not in your own case. It won't write that. So in order to view our website via localhost without having um, to switch here and there between VS Code and Chrome browser, it is optional though. I want you to install a live server. We call it development server, dev server. You can select. Let's go to our extension icons. Let's say live server. Let's type live server. Okay, click on live server. Yeah, I have it installed. So there's no need for me to install it. In my own case, like I always tell you, it will be showing uninstall. So I'm not ready to uninstall it. So I'm still using it. So in your own case, it will show install. So just click on it. I would recommend the one from by Rit Day. I think that one is quite perfect, and it has never given me any issues. And of course, Yannick too is good, but I always make use of Retweet Day, and that is what I use, and it has never given me any issues whatsoever. So um, click on that, install that. So after installing that, and mind you, look at how I did my element tag. I mean, it's my heading tag. Sorry. It doesn't matter if I do it this way or I write it the way I'm writing my paragraph tags. What matter is it's inside the whatsoever thing I want to visualize on the website is inside the right element, and that's that. You know, and of course, with the help of the code formatter, the Prettier has helped me to format my code to make it look neater. You understand? So, uh, that being said, let's try to run our dev server and see what we have. Uh, let's see on what we have um, already. So you can go live. If I click on go live, it will route me to yes the page. Let's see. So yeah, here we go. We have here. Let me zoom a bit. I have yes, hello world. I'm what learning to code. This 127 you will see here 127.0.0.0 sorry .0.0.1, that is your IP, and 5500 is your what port number. So this is your local host, is a port that is embedded with your device. Everybody will have this IP, this 127, because local host. And mind you, I can't see what is on your system. It's only residing in your local system, local device. I can't see it. You can only see what you are doing. I can see what I'm doing, because it's not on a global scale. It's locally to your system. So that is that. So you have your website. Now let me go back to what I was trying to explain as to H1 tag, and you know uh, the numbering, how it decreases the size of the content, the size of the text inside the element tags. Let me say, let me do it this way. Let me rearrange it so that we have, okay. So let me copy this, Ctrl C, uh, Ctrl V, Ctrl V, Ctrl V, Ctrl V. I mean, one, two, three, four, five. Ctrl V. So let's go here H2, H2, H3. H3, H4, H4, H5, H5, H6, H6. Now, look at here. Um, we have 1 to 6. That is the heading tag. Now, note that the highest number you can get to is what? 6. And the higher the number, that is the subscript number, the higher the number, the what? The lesser the content here. That is the smaller the content here, which is hello world will become okay. Hello world in H2 will become lesser than will become smaller compared to hello world in H1. H3 will be smaller compared to that of H2. H4 will be smaller compared to that of H3, and so on and so forth. Let's see how this is working in practical. Let's go to our dev server. Okay, look at it. And that is the importance of dev server. As I'm making changes, is reflecting on our website. Now, this is H1, this is H2, this is H3, this is H4, this is H5, and this is what? H6. So the higher the number, the lesser the or the smaller the content on the body of the website. That is the heading tag. So that is that. I believe you have understood that before we proceed to the next lesson. And in the next 3 4 hours, I'm going to be dropping the next lesson because right now I want to quickly attend to um, other persons, or I want to quickly, yes, I want to quickly attend to other persons, and I want to send your assignment on the previous, I mean, the assignment regarding your previous lesson. I want to send assignment on that so that you can have something to play with while um, while alone. So thank you. And if you have any question, please you can drop it in the Discord. You can message me in Discord or message me on WhatsApp. You can as well drop it in the comment section as to what may be the reason for your confusion. Thank you um, for being attentive, and thank you for watching. God bless.